In this part of Lesson 5, we will see how to fill the cues to establish a particular animation of the object. Each cue can contain a set of modifiers, which is a command that modifies the animation of the object, like movement and rotation. To create a modifier on a cue, first we have to create the cue. Click with the right mouse button in the timeline and select Insert New Cue. Click with the left mouse button to create a position, for example, 1 second. Now select the cue with the left mouse button. In the bottom part of the keyframing panel, we have the property grid that shows the modifiers relative to the selected cue. To create a modifier, click with the right mouse button on this grid. A new menu appears that shows the availability to add or remove. We have 3 types of modifiers. The first is translation. This modifier allows establishing a linear movement from the current position of the object to another position. We have the internal rotation modifier to establish an internal rotation. The object rotates around its vectorial base. Finally, we have the external rotation modifier. The object rotates around an arbitrary axis and point. For example, let's select the first option. The property grid is automatically filled with the newly created modifier. We can add multiple modifiers to a cue. The procedure is the same. Click with the right mouse button on the property grid and select, for example, the internal rotation option. We can see that every time we add a new modifier on a cue, a new section appears in the property grid with the same name as the modifier, and below it, the relative properties. To remove a modifier, click with the right mouse button on the property grid and select the option relative to the modifier that we want to delete. So, to delete the translation modifier, we have to select the Delete Translation option.